Okay, so it's been a really long week and it's not even the end of the week. You literally might be seeing this the day after I filmed it, which is just goes to show how my week's going. So we're going to be doing a review on the Ninja Slushi XXL, the Ninja Slushi Max, because in this exact circumstance, size matters. Now, if you're watching this video, it's because you love slushies, because you love Ninja, you love kitchen appliances like me, which I get it. I feel you. I was the kid that loved Slurpees. Like, I am the person that still to this day is excited for 7-Eleven, July 11th, so I can go and get a free Slurpee, or whatever the day is where you can go and bring your own vessel, like a toilet or a fishbowl or whatever, and they'll let you fill it up with Slurpee. Love it. I will say as an adult, I need like the natural version of the slushie or like the Slurpee at this point. I need like the lower sugar version because I think that I'm still a kid at heart, but I am not a kid in body because that sugar be crazy, girl. Okay, so we're talking about her today. We're talking about Miss Big Ninja Slushie. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Grayson Tate. I do reviews that you will not see anywhere else on YouTube, which makes me your favorite review show because you're not going to get this energy from anybody else, I hope. Because if you do, things are worse than I thought. So I threw a big old raging Halloween party. I throw 2 parties a year. Halloween is one of them. And for Halloween, I knew that I wanted to do a review on this. Lots of requests, lots of interest. The Ninja Slushi, which in case you didn't know, there's a smaller version of this machine, came out a couple years ago. Really, really popular. Now it is much more affordable than it used to be. And it's basically your at-home slushie maker. You can make it alcoholic, which we're going to be doing today, I think. Or you could do non-alcoholic. It's really great for parties. It's really great for kids. It's really great for adults. I absolutely get the appeal of this device. But the very first one my parents have and we've used before, and the vessel itself, like to mix the liquid, was not the biggest, which sometimes is really difficult because you'd have to fill it up regularly and wait for it to freeze. So the fact that this one's bigger is a huge benefit. And the original version and the other versions that came out since are not nearly as powerful as this one is. So basically that means that you couldn't put much alcohol because alcohol requires a lot more energy, a lot lower of a freezing point. And it was really finicky on like, if you put alcohol plus sugar plus water plus mixer, sometimes you could get the ratio wrong because when you want to freeze something in this device, you have to have a certain amount of sugar to freeze alcohol. If you put just like juice in here, you're good. If you put water in here, you could make like slushy water because that will freeze on its own. But the second you introduce alcohol, you need more power and you need a little bit of sugar. So with the Max, they fix both of these things. And there's a couple other things about the design that have changed that I think are actually really great. So if you're interested, please keep watching. I'm going to walk you through everything that I think about this device because this is a review on the internet. And then at the end, I think I'm going to go ahead and make like a little frozen cocktail because it's almost the end of the week. And I'd love to make a frozen cocktail with you guys. If you want to, on my TikTok, I like just right now, all I'm doing is posting like maybe once a week reviews of drinks, like sodas and stuff that I find because I just love tasting. I love tasting stuff. I love liquid things. Sue me. So I've just been posting them on TikTok because I have no idea what else to post on TikTok and it's just fun for me. So today's going to be an episode of Drinkies here on the YouTube and we're going to be freezing up some alcohol. Okay, so you might be looking at this and be like, I've never used one before or I have the original. What is different? Well, we've talked about it. It is more powerful and it is bigger, but there's a bunch of other things that they've changed here that I think make it an overall better product, even though it's bigger and it's more expensive. And spoiler alert, it produces a lot more heat, which is going to be important because that's one of the things I learned using this at my Halloween party. So like right off the bat, let's look at how size matters. It might not come across on camera, but this is probably twice the size as the original. It might not be twice as long, but it's definitely thicker and it is definitely taller, which makes sense for the amount of power that this provides. You can freeze a lot more liquid a lot faster, and you can actually freeze like alcoholic drinks in a way that you can't really with the original. So all of that is good. I think it's worthwhile compromise. It is definitely heavy and the box is absolutely heavy. So if you have a problem with lifting heavier things, you might need to get somebody to help you move this and set it up and unbox it. But something I really do appreciate that they've included on this one is the ability to move it backward and forward on the counter a lot easier, because all you have to do is actually tilt up the device. And when you do that, you can actually slide it back and forth on the back edge of the device a bit easier. It doesn't have like the rubber pads that it does on the front to keep it in place. On the back, it's like it's bald, it's bare. So it's really easy to move back and forth, which was really useful on my counter here, because this is where I had it while I was testing it. And every single time I needed to lift up the flap and fill more liquid, I was able to just shift it forward, open the flap, do the liquid, push it back. Now, speaking of flaps and filling with liquid, you do have this flap right up at the top. It's removable. And this is a bigger opening to fill liquid into the device. And I actually realized while I was testing this, I could not figure out why this was a thing. The reason why this exists is so you do not pour liquid directly onto the compressor. Like, it's got a little bit of a redirection. It's got a little bit of like momentum a different direction. So that way, if the compressor is really cold, it doesn't instantly freeze and could potentially cause like ice crystals and get stuck on the cooling compressor. So that's why this section exists, where you actually have to pour the liquid in. And what's nice about this is that the new flap, this piece is definitely bigger than on the original. And sometimes it would be easy to overflow the like intake on the original. So I do very much appreciate this. And I love the fact that I can just take it off, because it made filling it with, 112 ounces of liquid really easy. I will say it might not matter to you, but it does kind of matter to me. The color choices, this was like the least offensive one that they came out with. They don't have like normal colors with these. There's not like a silver, there's not a black, there's not like a tan. It's all of these like fun colors, like fun beach colors, which is fun. I like the fact that they took a risk, but also if you're going to have this like out visible a lot of the time, it definitely calls attention to itself. Speaking of calling attention to itself, if you've gotten to this point of the video, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking so far, or let me know what you want to see in the future, and go ahead and subscribe, because that's how this internet works and that's how YouTube works. And I want more subscribers. I want more of you guys to see my videos. It's the end of a long week and I'm putting a lot of effort in. So help a girl out, please, from one internet floozy to another. Okay, so once you've filled up the vessel with your liquid, what is it like using it? And to be honest, this is an area where they've also made a couple of big improvements that I also really appreciate. You do have the control panel right here up front, and it's pretty much the same as what you will have on the other versions. The major difference is that now there's this blue button right up top, and it's the slush assist button. And there's a little screen over on the right hand side, and that will basically just flash you little messages if it's detecting that to get to the cold level that you want, you might need something. So you might need water, you might need sugar. So it's really easy because it takes a lot of the guessing game out of this. And when I turned on Slush Assist, I never had an issue. It got frozen and slushed every single time, no matter like the ratio of liquid that I put in there, which was really useful, because that was something that was definitely a learning curve on the original that doesn't have this feature and these messages. Now, if you're wondering what this can all do, it can make alcoholic slushies, but just like the modes say on the front, you can make frozen juice, you can make a milkshake, a spiked drink, a slushy drink, or a spiked max drink, which is actually at the 20% ABV alcohol by volume limit, which before I think the limit was like 14 or 15%, and the original couldn't even do that. And now when you do a 20% like strong frozen cocktail, you can absolutely slush it in this. And I'm not going to do like a crazy intense version in the testing portion of this video, but there are plenty of people on YouTube and on TikTok who have, and it works. And even when I did it for my party, that was definitely an alcoholic drink. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. I tested an alcoholic drink, but I actually did a non-alcoholic slushie, and people could add alcohol or THC if they wanted. And that actually worked really well. But when I tested it, it slushed very well. And we're going to do that same thing again today. So I'm going to go ahead and get it all together. And then I'm going to show you exactly how I use it and give you a little bit of info about the noise and the heat that gets produced. Also, I have no idea what this recipe is about to be. I just have a huge bottle of Diet Coke in the fridge. So I know I'm going to use that. And I'm probably going to make a rum and Coke. But I want to add something else to it, make it fun. Because also when you add diet mixers, when you add not real sugar, like these sugar alternatives, those do not freeze in the same way. So I still need to add sugar to this mix. I can't have like a completely 0% sugar unless you use, I think, sucralose you can use, and that will freeze as like a sugar alternative if you can't do like actual, cane sugar, powdered sugar, whatever sugar it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Diet Coke in here and the rum, and I'll come back. Okay, Diet Coke left over from the party a month ago in. Okay, we've got the rum in the pirate bottle from the pirate themed Halloween party going in. I honestly have no idea how much I put in, but I know that this is powerful enough that it will slush it. So that's great. Okay, and I actually just decided, because I know that I need a little bit of like real sugar, I'm actually going to go ahead and do grenadine. So that way it's kind of like a dirty Roy Rogers in essence. And I think that this is going to be good, but I also might add some lime or something later to like finish it all off. And in case you couldn't tell, I'm a scientist when it comes to these drinks. I'm measuring everything out. I'm being really specific. Okay, so now I have all the ingredients in. I'm gonna go ahead and put the top back on and have no idea how this is gonna slush, but I believe it's going to. And the biggest thing here, I wouldn't suggest using soda in these because the carbonation and the concentration of the flavor is probably gonna be a little bit diluted, but in this example, it's still going to work fine. You could probably get better results if you use like actual soda syrup or something like that, but all I'm going to do is literally turn it on, and I'm going to hit the slush assist button, and now it's going to start. So you'll notice that the agitator is always spinning. No matter what, it's going to spin to keep everything mixed up. And it's already getting loud. I'm going to find a way to show you guys how loud this is because it's surprising. Okay, so I just turned off the noise canceling, and I'm just going to hold the mic because it's pretty significantly loud. This is what we're dealing with over here. Okay, so noise cancellation is back on so that way you guys can hear me. I hope this comes through on the camera. Love this thing, works really well. It is definitely loud. Like this sounds like a very loud, it kind of is like if you go to a 7-Eleven or a place with like an icy machine and you hear the icy machine like rumble and turn on, you're basically getting a smaller version of that. So there's no hiding the fact that's on. Like it's not going to, the Halloween party was like very fun and very loud. And no matter what, you could still hear this in our office right here, and that was the bar, the tiki bar, of course. So it's definitely noticeable, which I think if this is going to be outside, if this is going to be in a garage or at an outside party, it's going to be totally fine. If it's inside and you live in a small area or you're sensitive to noise, it's definitely going to be noticeable. And that brings me to my next point. It is loud because it is doing a lot of work to try and freeze and slush this liquid. So on top of it being noisy, there's a lot of heat coming out of this back vent, which makes sense because this is a compressor just like your AC or your car's AC. Like it's a compressor. But when I put this unit in this tiny office all the way over here, this office got really warm. Like it was significantly warm. Thankfully, people were not in it for a long time. It served as the bar, and the frozen drink like went off really well. So I think it was worth it. But I was very surprised that running this for 30 minutes to get it frozen before the party definitely ratcheted up the temperature in there by 10 degrees easily. So that was definitely something to watch out for, especially if you don't have good ventilation or if you don't have good AC. You got to think about it. Then again, on the flip side, if it's the winter and you want a frozen drink and you live in a cold place, this is going to be great. This is going to be your space heater. You don't even have to turn the heat on. So while this is freezing up, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and then we'll come back and do a taste test of my weird little drink. Long story short, right now it is on sale for $3.99. It is $100 off. Normally it is $500. And if you really want slushies and you think you're going to use this a lot, it's way better than a snow cone maker. It is way better than blending up drinks in a blender. So the product it makes is really good, and you can actually make enough of it for multiple people, for a longer party, for multiple servings, which I think is great. The three things really that you have to consider is the size, the weight, and the heat. If you can make sense of those things and it works for you, then this is great. You're not going to find a better consumer slushie maker, but you have to be realistic because, to be honest, if this is only going to be for you and your partner or maybe 4 people in your family, I would actually probably go with the smaller version that's less powerful because it produces a lot less noise and a lot less heat and is usually about half the price. If you know you're going to have more than 4 servings in one sitting of something, then get the big one. Or, to be honest, decide if you really care about slushing drinks at all. I probably started it about 2 minutes ago and I can already see ice starting to form. So it's working, and we'll be back in a couple minutes to taste test my weird little creation. Okay, it's fully dark because it is winter. And while this was freezing, it literally was slushed up and frozen within 10 minutes of me turning it on and getting it going. So either it's really, really powerful, or what it most likely is I didn't do a ton of alcohol and I also didn't do a ton of liquid. I went ahead and put that full bottle of Diet Coke in here, but as you can see from the side right here, it's all moved to the front because that's what that agitator is going to do. So you actually have a lot of room in the back if you wanted to include more liquid, but you always have to be careful because sometimes when you include a bunch of liquid, it could actually freeze and get too big for the machine, but obviously that's not happening here. And we're gonna go ahead and taste this weird little concoction. So I'm gonna grab my little cup and hope for the best. And this is kind of fun because it is, you know, a slushie machine. All you have to do is pull this lever and dispense it. Okay, so maybe I did put a good amount of alcohol in because it is absolutely slushed, but there's definitely a good amount of liquid in there, which honestly I kind of like, but that probably means that there's is strong. So here goes nothing. Taste test in 3, 2, 1. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yeah, man. Okay. Not that I have exact measurements for you, but you should absolutely copy this. It's strong. I put a good amount of rum in there, which is why we're getting a little bit of liquid in here, but it's like just the right amount. And that, my friends, she's delicious. She's got a lot of flavor. I think the grenadine was the right amount of kick. And honestly, for me, like not measuring this at all, it actually tastes really good. And it's definitely going to get me a little bit of buzz, which after this week, I so desperately need, because that's what we do. We drink it away. We drink our problems away. So I think that pretty much wraps up this video for the week. We've got the Ninja Slushi Max. If you're gonna buy it on sale. It is $100 cheaper. It froze this entire concoction very quickly. I love the texture that it is. I will say when I came out to check on it, the room was definitely hot. While it is working, it produces heat, but now that it is done freezing, it doesn't have to work as hard. So if I feel the back, yeah, this is running the fan on the back, but there's almost no heat coming out of it. So it is always going to be making noise. It is always going to be moving, but it doesn't have to make nearly as much heat when it is just maintaining the temperature, which is definitely nice. So I like it. If you want a slushie machine, get this one. If you do not need this amount of volume, go ahead and get the smaller one while it is so much cheaper. And to be honest, if you're worried about is it going to slush alcohol or not, how about you just make it virgin and then you add the alcohol on top later? That's what I did for my party. It was a huge hit, and it will be a huge hit at your party. It is so fun. So with that is my video for this week. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I just heard the compressor kick on because she's freezing it back up.